Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month is called Wipe It Clean, and it's a reading that is inspired in this Virgo themed season we are currently on. So if you'd like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, I feel like September might bring for some of you this weird deja vu sensation, because I keep getting like there's a lot of revisiting. So it could be revisiting thoughts, right? Places, people, situations that are kind of I feel like some of you is like almost like feeling a little bit haunted by things that are a little bit beyond of your understanding of what's really going on, why you keep having that feeling of recognition or revisiting something again that feels very familiar. Even if it's a new element, it feels very familiar to something you have previously experienced. And this revisiting or this feeling of leaving something for the second time, for some of you it's helpful because it's going to open here some sort of space to heal, especially healing of the mind, healing thoughts. And I feel like some of you, this idea is that by having a chance to see something new, but at the same, it's a very interesting energy. It's like by seeing something new that feels strangely familiar, it's like you can almost heal or have closure or have deeper understanding of something of your own related to the past, to where that past takes you, to where that past evokes. Of course, that for Aries that are not so connected with their subconscious or with their intuition, it might be that there's just a feeling of strangeness that might be all around you during September, feeling like there's a current pulling you, taking you to meet certain people, to see certain things, to listen to certain things that might appear as being random, might appear as being, just something that happened, but in which there feels like, again, there's a current of the universe here pulling you to go see those things, to go listen to that, to go visit whatever you need to visit, whatever you need to see, whatever you need to study, read, talk about, right? There's a feeling of multiple experiences, not just one. It feels like there will be several moments like this in which that feeling of coincidence will start to be more like, okay, this cannot just be a coincidence. The first time I thought it was, but then the second and the third and the fourth, you know what I mean? It's like if you're going to keep receiving some sort of proofs or signs that are like connecting the dots, right, to the presence of of something special, something that you're meant to. I feel like some of you, it's like almost like the universe is handing you some sort of. Those maps, the treasure hunting or something like this. It's like you're giving a map, right, with clues to follow, right, to find certain elements that then ultimately are going to take you to that treasure, that are going to take you to that surprise in the end as you follow the trailer, as you follow again and connect the dots. So there's also something here about the principle of you that it's important, and I feel like this relates more with the things you are working on that might involve as well some sort of partnerships or collaborations here. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I feel like some of you, there's teamwork, but at the same time that you're involved in a teamwork, You have a strong individuality here, and your individuality is overcoming, right, or transcending uh, the voice of the group or the voice of the partnerships here. So it's like you want to have the last word on how things go, even if this is about, again, a shared work, project, association. You want to have the last word. And this might be causing some friction here because everything, it feels like everyone involved in something that you might be as well a part of, Aries, everyone has something to say when it comes to who should do this, who shouldn't do that, where's the fault, where is the problem, where is the solution. So it might be a little bit tricky to come forward during September and work in harmony within a group concept, because there's a lot of nitpicking. You know that Virgo trait and energy might be manifested in your experiences, Aries, where there's a lot of criticism, right? There are a lot of perfectionist tendencies, and as well nitpicking. There's always a little thing that it's out of place, a little thing that it's bothering you or bothering the people you're dealing with, and it's like, I cannot take it. For others of you, this nitpicking is on your own, and it's like you're trying. There's a lot of here feeling of you're overthinking and obsessing about details that don't matter as much as the bigger picture, because what you really need is to leave the mind space a little bit, disconnect, silence of that noise, you right, that hyper mental activity that is always focused on minutia and details and all that Virgo dysfunction, right, that you might be under, under the influence, obviously, because of this stellium of energy in Virgo. It's like you could be somehow absorbing, right, or attracting into your experiences a lot of that hypermental activity that creates anxiety, crisis, nervous breakdowns, and just overall a lack of tranquility in the mind to actually see beyond it, and actually see the truth. And the truth is much better than what your mind is telling you. It's much more colorful, creative, right? Involved in the process, not caring so much about the imperfections, but making sure that those imperfections are going to, in a way, stand out, enhance even more the beauty of you and the beauty of your work. Because you're imperfect, but you're beautiful at the same time, right? Everything it's like there's something some of you might be working, Aries, in which there's this feeling of not all is 100% as what you idealize or would like it to be, but it could be that it's even better. It's going to even turn out to be better than what the original, perhaps more tight plan was. So especially for Aries that are in creative projects or just working on something that they want, to be perfect, or they want to manifest just the way they have planned it. Give some space to your creative self, right? To that colorful, bright, a little bit messy, but interesting, right? Diverse energy to kind of it's like there's a white canvas, and it's like there's a lot of rough painting on it, a lot of different colors and a lot of different elements that feel messy and weird, but at the same time they're going to work out, they're going to result, because there's something so out of anything you have done, or out of anything that has been seen. So the message here is also for some of you, in anything that you're dealing, your best shot at what you're trying to do to be successful at is to make it unique. It's not about making it perfect, it's about making it unique, making it as bold and exotic and just different as it can be. If you're trying to go by the book or too much on the traditional front of something, I feel like it's not going to work as well as if you try to be more bold, creatively bold. I also feel like some of you might have here some interesting communication experiences. It could be that some of you Aries have this like secret admirer or lover, even, in which there's a lot of texting, a lot of communication, a lot of communication, with this emotional, affectionate, sweet tone. It's almost like, writing love letters, writing little poems or little things, or leaving little messages. Even for Aries that have partners, leaving sweet messages or gifts in the house, or your partner is doing this to you. It's like there's a lot of romantic gestures for some of you to be expected. Even for Aries don't have anyone, I feel like you will be approached, and it could be through social media or through some sort of online, again, outlet. It feels like you're going to receive messages of love, of attention, of affection, someone wanting to flirt with you, someone seeing or spotting again that colorful, unique energy that you're emanating. I do feel like some of you, your aura, again, during September is presenting as being something that stands out, because it's from a different spectrum of light. The light, the color of it's like out of the any other color that has been seen. Again, um it has its own trait, right? Its own source that's unfamiliar. It's out otherworldly. So it's something that has not people are not used to see and feel the type of vibes that some of you Aries are giving off. So naturally, there are people that are intimidated by that different, by that uniqueness. Others are extremely attracted and drawn to that. And I feel like you're drawing, it's almost like there's a version of Aries that is coming out here that it's a little bit freaky, but just right. So Aries that have been too much on a traditional, uptight again front, letting loose might really work wonderfully. For those Aries that are already in this vibe and already kind of embodying those traits you hold, I feel like you're going to have a wonderful time. And I also feel like you're attracting people that are very artistic. They have something going on with them that it's very also different and bold, that they have this big imaginarium, they have this big vision of life. There's a lot of diversity associated with what one single person or opportunity can offer. It's like this person offers, or opportunity offers multiple versions, right, of themselves, but not in a bad way. It's like the more it's almost like a Rubik cube. It's like the more you turn the angles and see other sides and versions, the more interesting and enigmatic it gets. And you can take this as for an opportunity or person, or including on your own, because I feel like you're also in this energy, but you might see this through someone. You are someone special that you're dealing with during this month. So I hope you have a great September. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.